How y'all doing? Happy Sunday, my world. Happy whenever you'll see this in your world, okay? Bienvenidos a mi canal. Welcome back to my channel if you know me. If you do know me, thank you so much for coming back to see, girl. I appreciate you. If you do not recognize this face right here, my bad. My name is Latrice. Nice to meet you. And this right here is Faith by Latrice. Yes, where faith is the muscle we exercise around here. Now let's get on into it. No dilly-dallying because it's hot and fresh. Está caliente, mira. Listo para comer. Ah! Exodus 2, verse 23 to 25, and then chapter 3, verse 7 to 8, real quick. During those many days, the king of Egypt died, and the people of Israel groaned because of their slavery and cried out for help. Their cry for rescue from slavery came up to God, and God heard their groaning, and God remembered the covenant. With Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. God saw the people of Israel, and God knew. Boom, let's skip down to chapter 3, verse 7 to 8. Then the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people who are in Egypt, and have heard their cry because of their taskmasters. I know their sufferings, and I have come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of that land to a good and broad land, a land flowing with milk and honey, to the place of the Canaanites, all those people. Boom, boom. That second part, he was talking to Moses. Now let's get into it. El tema de hoy. Ready to go. Now, you can go ahead and pose that as a question. Are you ready to go? Or speak from self, from personal experience. Ready to go. I'm ready to go. Why do I say giving you the options? Because now in the first part of that scripture in chapter 2, it's talking about how Israel, the children of Israel who were enslaved by Egypt for 400 years, they was like, I'm tired of this. I can't take it no more. They was like, you know what? I'm fed up. I'm about to cry out to God. Somebody please help me. Help me, help me, help me. Boom. It says God heard it when they cried out. That second part that we read was God talking to Moses, right? You know, free my people, all that stuff. He's talking to Moses, telling him, hey, I heard my people. They was crying out to me. I'm about to free them. Blah, blah, blah. But how I'm going to do that is I'm going to tell you to go to Pharaoh and tell him to let my people go. Boom. Now, sidebar, commercial break real quick. Israel cried to God and was like, God, help me. God didn't answer Israel. He talked to Moses. He didn't talk to the people who asked for the help. He talked to the answer to say, go help. Okay, whatever. Beside the point. PD, Pastor Darius Daniels, PD, what's up? He came back from sabbatical, and today he delivered a word straight, hot, ready, fresh on the plate to me. To me. To me. Jesus, am I the children of Israel? I've been talking to God lately about some stuff, and I was like, Jesus, help me. He didn't deliver the message to me directly. He gave it to PD, and PD delivered to me. What? Okay. What? Boom, this is what he said. PD said, what you are able to walk into is determined by what you are willing to walk out of. Okay. What you're willing to walk into, what you're able to walk into, is determined by what you are willing to walk out of. Boom. I'm going to just read my notes and we're going to be up out of here. Okay, the children of Israel, they were enslaved for 400 years. 400 years, right? Boom. It didn't take God 400 years to free them. It took 400 years for them to finally decide they were fed up enough to cry out to God for help. And the moment they cried out to God for help, God was like, I heard you. I'm about to go get your answer, and we're going to get this straight. To the children of Israel, they crying out to God, and to them, it seems like God's not answering. He's quiet. He was only quiet because he was working on the answer over here to Moses. Now, that's a whole extra thing because he talking to Moses like, yo, my man, I need you to go to Pharaoh, tell him, let my people go. Moses is like, but God, I have a speech impediment. You want me to go talk to some folks. So while Israel is over here crying out to God, like, hey, help me, they wait on an answer. It seems like it's quiet. God over here trying to convince Moses, my man, it's a whole bigger picture. And you worried about you can't even speak right. I'm going to send Aaron with you. Yeah, but God, my man, I need you to do this. Hurry up and get on board because we have things to do over here. Okay. Boom. Let's skip to this. Now, Israel once got provision from Egypt because there was a whole thing where Joseph interpreted some dreams, whatever. And Long story short, there was provision in Egypt when there was provision nowhere else. There was a famine, and so Egypt was the only people with money, with food, and all that stuff. So when there was a famine, people had to go to Egypt to get what they needed. At one point, the children of Israel, they got provision from Egypt. The same place that gave them provision in one season is giving them persecution in another. What's the point of all this, Latrice? What are you talking about? Ready to go. Going from season to season. I'm going to use myself as a personal experience. I am somewhere that once was giving me provision. And now it seems like the gears are grinding in a way they shouldn't be. Now it seems like there's a square trying to fit into a circle. I'm the square and the place is the circle. God's like, okay, yeah, that's because you wasn't supposed to be there no more. Your time was up. Are you ready to go? And my answer is, I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go? Somebody answer the question. All right. Go about your business. I hope this makes sense. I hope you run this back and listen to what I'm saying. Listen to how Israel was set up in Egypt, right? The point of when the season's up for you there, it's up for you there. And the only way you're going to get to your new season is if you walk out of this one. That's it. Si nadie te ha dicho hoy, esta día que te estoy hablando a ti mismo. If nobody has told you today, I love you. Because listen, life be lifing. But guess what? We are going to prosper regardless. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.